Don't accept being in the room as a musician with people that don't care. The way you succeed in music is by collaborating on every level. I just wanted to make as much music as I could. Spent my whole 20s just making albums.
Would you recommend people play drums? Ashton Irwin is the drummer for the Australian pop band 5 Seconds of Summer. With anthems such as Youngblood and She Looks So Perfect, Ashton's style of playing is pivotal to the band's massive success. With Ashton's new solo album, Blood on the Drums, he's concretely redefining what it means to be a modern musician. Please welcome Ashton Irwin to Drumeo.
Is it lonely where you are? All the way across the room. With a knife inside your heart, I feel it too. Is it just the way we are? Always burning through the roof. Oh, I guess only the stars would know the truth. I die for you, I die for you, I die for you, for you. I tried for you, I tried for you, I tried. All I hear is all the things you said in my head. Ricocheting off the bed, of the left or the mess. Oh my God, it never ends. Now we're stressed and depressed, and we're going round again. Emotional blender. All the things you said in my head. Ricocheting off the bed, of the left or the mess. Oh my God, it never ends. Now we're stressed and depressed, and we're going round again. Emotional blender. Can't keep away when you know me like you do. It's stupid that you got me howling at the moon. I die for you, I die for you, I die for you, I tried for you, I tried for you, I tried. All I hear is all the things you said in my head, ricocheting off the bed, of the left or the mess. Oh my God, it never ends. Now we're stressed and depressed, and we're going round again. Emotional blender. All the things you said in my head, ricocheting off the bed, of the left or the mess. Oh my God, it never ends. Now we're stressed and depressed, and we're going round again. All the things I said in my head, ricocheting off the bed, then left for the mess. Oh my God, it never ends. Now we're stressed and depressed, and we're going on again. In an emotional blender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Thanks, man.
That's awesome. Well, to all of you out there watching, this is going to be a very special episode because we have the one and only Ashton Irwin in the studio finally. Before we get into things, we do this kind of stuff on YouTube all the time. We bring drummers in like Ashton to share their experience and their knowledge and basically to learn from all you guys. But on the Drumeo platform, we have a ton of stuff where we'll teach you how to play the drums. If you're a fan of Ashton and maybe you've seen him playing on stage for years, but you've never actually tried playing the drums, we're here to help. So there's a link down below, drumeo.com/trial. And we'd love to help you out getting started with playing drums or at whatever point in your drumming journey you're at. So Ashton, first of all, I think maybe it's something I've just noticed in the last year or two, but I remember hearing about you guys back in, I guess, 2013, 2014, hearing the songs and stuff. But it feels like in the last year or two, you've made almost like a conscious choice to almost maybe engage more with the drumming community, or you've been in the band for so long, you've toured the world playing the biggest rooms in the world. But here you are at Drumeo now, you're sitting behind the kit and we're getting all drum nerdy today.
Yeah.
So what was that decision like, or was that even a conscious decision?
I've always admired people that have the cojones to get on camera and say, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
It took me a while to be that confident with my playing. I'm learning every day.
Yeah.
Everybody you've had on this platform, I really just admire, and I'm learning. I'm out there trying to practice, trying to get better. My style is by no means perfect. I'm self-taught.
Yeah.
So to come here and sit in this chair and just kind of show you where I'm at it's an honor. But being a part of the drum community, I've been hovering around.
Oh, I know you have.
I've been watching the greats, and I just have been taking a back seat and just learning my stuff and making sure that if I do contribute to like any kind of informational stuff, that I can stand behind what I play and mean it. And a lot of what I do works for me in a live environment, but also what I like to talk about a lot is the difference between recording and studio drumming to live drumming. To me, they're two different beasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember in Toronto, your tech, Tommy, was telling us, he's like, man, I always send Ash a bunch of videos, like anytime he comes across stuff. And I think you even said like he's like your drum guru or something.
Oh yeah, he's like my mentor.
Yeah.
Because, in America, you guys have cool stuff like, well, not in America, we're in Canada, but over here you have cool stuff like drum lines and that kind of thing. And I didn't have anything like that growing up. So meeting guys like my drum tech, I'm looking for mentors. Yeah. I'm looking for guys that, especially if you're going to go on tour with someone for, several years.
Yeah.
You want someone with expertise that can teach you. And my tech, Tommy, I kind of selected him because he's a teacher and a tech. And all we do every day is he'll actually write on my skin or on my practice pad, he'll write like a paradiddle or, a new roll or something that he wants me to try out.
Work this into the set tonight.
Yeah, seriously. And I encourage people to look for those relationships, like just look for people that you can bounce back and forth and actually learn some stuff.
I love that, man, like just taking that whole student mindset approach. And absolutely, you are more than worthy to be here and sit in that chair. So
thank you, man.
Yeah, it's an honor to have you here, man.
Thank you.
So jumping ahead to the new album, we're going to play some stuff off the new album today, plus some 5 Seconds of Summer stuff. I think the thing that stood out to me the most about the record was almost how progressive it was. Like every track has a different feel to it. Some that stood out to me, like The Canyon has lots of different feel changes between the beginning and the end. California Holds Her Breath and Wild Things have some different time signature changes.
Oh yeah.
It just feels like a very, like progressive in a way.
That's cool.
It doesn't feel like just one pop song after another. It actually takes you from one place to another, so.
Yeah, I like to hear that. A lot of my writing and songwriting style is relying on intuitive flow.
Yeah.
So when I'm in the studio, I'm not thinking too conventionally, and especially with my solo project, like I want to expand and explore what I'm actually capable of. And for me, changing time signatures and things, they can't be thought about, they just need to be felt. So in my recordings, if anything's there like that, it's just because it felt right when I was writing it. And but definitely exploring like new territory with my recording especially.
Yeah. I think you even mentioned in another interview, I heard that one of the songs, Endless Wave, was inspired by Black Sabbath.
Oh yeah,
Planet Caravan.
Oh my God, it's my favorite song. That's a hot track.
I A-B'd the two of them after I heard you say that. I'm like, oh, you're right.
Yeah.
And like it is there. There's pieces of it.
Yeah, I even like No Quarter or like there's so many songs. I would call it a smoke track.
Yeah.
It's like when you're just the most chill track you can create. Endless Wave conceptually was talking about me accepting the changes within even my band, just coming to terms with it. So conceptually, I kind of talk about and I externalize all my feelings about what I've been through with my group and where I'm at now. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Let's play a track, and then I want to dig into a little bit more of this, but let's start with Blood on the Drums, the title track.
Okay.
This track slaps, man.
It slaps?
The music video is awesome. I love seeing like the Slingerland kit in there, just covered in blood.
It hurts. Any drummers that know, it's like, oh, what's he doing to that kit?
That's a nice kit.
I love that kit. The reason I got that kit is it's the kit I learned on.
Oh, really?
And I bought it on Reverb.
Yeah.
And my stepdad's one was white, so I had to get that black one.
Yeah.
And it's kind of an ode to him. He was my first teacher. So deeper things in there. But yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, let's hear the track and then we'll carry on.
Yeah, let's rip it.
Have you ever woke up from a bad dream? When see
So when we bring drummers out to Drumeo, we always try to get some exclusive giveaways for those of you watching here on the YouTube channel. And for Ashton's session, we're actually giving away the snare drum head that he's using in this video you're watching right now. We have the same pair of drumsticks that he's using in this session right now to play all of these songs. And we also have a copy of 5 Sauce 5 that Ashton signed. So if you're a fan of the band, this is a great prize. And all you need to do to be entered to win is follow the link in the description. And that's pretty much it. So let's get back to the video right now. Awesome. I love, I mean, I think every drummer watching that, just even having drums in the title of a song like that from an artist like yourself, it's just like we feel pride.
Yes,
being
I
drummers,
know.
You know?
It's supposed to be that drummer flag.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big part of this album for me. It felt fitting to have that kind of title and that kind of thing, because I'm promoting the drummers.
Yeah.
You know? It
must be the only instrument where it dictates the car we drive, where we live.
Yeah.
I remember like the first car I ever bought, I brought a 22-inch bass drum case to the guy's house that I was buying it from. I'm like, this case has to fit. If it doesn't, I can't buy this car. But like, I don't know any other instrument maybe than an upright bass or something that you would ever do that. Like, we have so many limitations with our instrument.
Oh my gosh, you should see my life is built around these drums. I have this secondhand Silverado that I drive around, biggest truck bed ever. I can fit my big 15-piece like kit in there, no problems.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere as well, because I'm so tired of noise complaints. It's depressing.
Yeah, we can't just plug into an amp and call it a day.
No, and you know, you're not going to soundproof everywhere you live.
Exactly.
So I'm kind of like this drumming hobbit that lives out on
the farm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's awesome, dude. Yeah. So the title, Blood on the Drums, you mentioned a few things in the beginning of this video, but what does that title mean? And how did you land on that for the title of the entire record?
It felt poetically powerful to me. You know, I actually found out, this sounds so stupid, but I found out after I put the record out that Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks. And I was like, oh, but it's okay, I'm cool with it.
It's different enough.
It's different enough. And, you know, you could say inspired by, I mean, Dylan's f***ing awesome.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it talks about resilience, and it's just speaking about my journey, hyper-emotional, you know, about my journey in the band and sacrifice for your music and playing as hard as you can for the people that want to see you. And obviously keep playing with dynamic, please. But, you know, just giving it everything you got every time you get to play. And it's kind of a prayer. It's like I'm saying to people that come and see us live or me live, I'll give it everything I got every single time.
Yeah, you mentioned playing with dynamics, and just from having watched you played all day today, there are times like you're really like giving her, like you're hitting hard.
Yeah.
But then there's other times where you'll go to hit a crash and you can tell like you're easing back a little bit, or you're going to play shots on the toms and you're almost letting the microphones do the work.
Yeah.
And is some of that dependent on like the speed of the track and the amount of energy required?
A lot of it is me paying attention to the resonance of the cymbals, because the longer the wavelength, the more annoying it becomes for me.
Yeah.
If I've moved on and I'm in the chorus now, but it's still ringing on from the pre or whatever. But also, you know, in a studio sense, you don't want to beat the crap out of cymbals. There's a sweet spot with them. And I think I play so hard because I grew up playing with lawnmower earphones. So now I really enjoy the like muffled feeling and the way it creates like an artificial compression sound. It's really nice to me, and that is the push and pull I enjoy with the drum kit. So I play pretty hard.
I think all of us who grew up playing with like the ISO headphones or whatever, you love the sound of, like it makes you sound almost, at least as a kid, like you feel like you sound better than you actually are.
Oh, you sound amazing, and you know, it gets rid of all the resonance, and also I can hear the attack on the heads better.
Yeah.
So that's why I play heavier. Also, I kind of got that way. I mean, I love rock, so it's just feeling for me, laying into him. It feels good.
Yeah, nice. Before we play another track, when you're working on your solo stuff compared to working with 5 Sauce, how is that process different? Obviously, you're playing more than just drums at that point, but do you feel more like creatively free to explore ideas that might not make it in the band, or that might be too out there for the band? Like, what's that like?
In my band, they're super cool with me trying anything I can think of.
Okay.
It's super, it's a super free environment. But the thing is, with the band, basically, we come up with a door with a lock, and that is the concept of what we're going for, whether that be, okay, we want 80s with, with 90s like drum sound, with a hyper pop vocal of 2010 mixed with, imagine if it was mixed by Serban or somebody. And you basically go away and you try return with a key for that locked door. It's more of a mission statement. And when I'm creating on my own, I just feel out what I want and I make what I like. But with a band, in a pop band in particular, you're more are imagining together what you'd like to sound like and what you'd like to achieve sonically. And then everybody kind of goes away and we try provide an idea or something that helps move that particular motive along.
Let's jump to the next track, one more off Blood on the Drums, Breakup.
Oh yeah.
The next one. There's some cool drum breaks.
There is.
In the middle of here. We should talk about that after we play it.
Okay.
But yeah, let's hear this one. Yeah. Dude, okay, you have to break down that drum break. To me, it almost feels like a Gene Krupa-y.
It is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, totally, Dan.
Man.
Yeah. Like, how many times a day do you see a guy pop up on your Instagram, classic style, in a suit, and he's just...
Yes.
just
Yeah,
going
dude.
ham, you know?
Yeah. I love that made it onto the record, and like it just tells everyone that a drummer made this record.
Exactly.
You know?
That's what it's for. It's just like that song is recorded kind of old school as well. It wasn't to a click or anything. I just wanted that like Zeppelin-y, not When the Levee Breaks, but like some kind of drag, kind of mean thing. So the first thing we recorded was the drums for that song, and I kind of improvised the length and then wrote the top line on top of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it starts with that nice like classic rock. Just meant to be tough.
Yeah.
So started out with that, and then I add in, what I'll do in the recording process is say I'll imagine the song structure and we'll record it, and I'll play. It'll just be drums, and then I'll chop out, say, a pre-chorus, and I'll try to an electric kit or something in there instead, and start to create dynamic with the drums, choose a chord progression, and then go away and listen to what that structure is and write to that.
Yeah.
Because I think in contemporary music, I think it's important to not really pay attention to pre-informed like song structures.
Yeah.
I think some of our favorite songs from history, like Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones, I think they use like the 50-second take or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I saw a documentary. And they were like, take 57, and then they used that one. But, you know, just trying to imagine what I would want to play live if I were in a concert setting.
Yeah.
And then trying to inject that in my recordings is really a big part of Blood on the Drums and what the kind of motif behind the recordings are.
Yeah. You even think of, you were mentioning irregular song structure, you think of like Bohemian Rhapsody or Stairway to Heaven, like all these legendary songs from history, like they're completely outside of a verse-chorus structure.
Totally, and you know, I'm a young artist, so I'm reaching for a song that's unique and identifiable for me to be a part of in my era.
Yeah.
You know, so I think maybe the best way to try and do that is to just let go of what I've heard before and flow. And that's really why I like to start my recordings with drums, because it's my most fluent instrument, and I can come up with song structure fairly easy with what feels natural.
How does it feel to have a record where the drums are so prominent? Like, I think it's almost a rarity nowadays in pop music, at least in studio recordings, to have an acoustic drum kit. I know you have electronics and all that in there too, but the acoustic drum kit is such a prominent part of the mix. And I don't know, probably as a drummer, like there is like some pride in that, knowing that the drums are such a big part of it.
It's just how I like to hear music. Big drums, you know. I think of some of 5 Seconds of Summer's recordings, and I listen to them now. I wish there was way more drums.
And whose fault is that?
As every drummer say, I don't know if it's mine. I've been trying.
Turn those up like 20 dB.
I've been trying. Come on, maybe 40 dB.
There's no vocals left, Ash.
No, this is perfect.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, just love recording drums, and I worked with people that are good at drum recordings on purpose. That's where I want to grow, you know. So
nice. Let's switch gears to 5 Seconds of Summer. Before we play She Looks So Perfect, what would you say are some of your go-to like drum fills or chops that you use in the live set?
Oh, I mean, I saw Ian Pace, he said when you're warming up, like the only thing you want to do is singles. And I saw that when I was like 14, and I really just locked into the singles thing.
Yeah.
But then obviously the rise of like the gospel chop guys and everything.
Yeah.
My style is pretty millennial style. Like it's a mix of that new wave of playing that's hyper realized, I would say. And it's amazing with speed and technique, but I'm also kind of old school with what I do live. But I go for phrases that mimic vocals regularly. My fills change. Big venue, different fills.
Yeah.
Small venue, different fills. Say for instance, in a big venue, you're just playing. sounds stupid and simple, but you're just using those pitches to poke through the big PA systems.
Yeah.
And they sound really good like that. But if you're playing, like just going, whatever, f***ing roll.
Yeah.
It just gets lost, and it's like, but if I'm in a small venue too, you go for a thud. So. Because you're not really hearing like the tones of the kit. I mean, I'm not personally, I might be deaf, but again, like, yeah. And I try not to practice fills, just feel them.
Yeah.
And you can definitely tell I haven't practiced those fills that I just played, but just feel them. And it's a stupid thing, and I think a lot of guys say it, but if you can say the phrase, you can play the phrase, like, so that's where the drum language comes in.
Yeah, I love what you said though about basing your vocab off of the vocal.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like that is the message that people are hearing, and if you can fit your drums within that, like that's serving what the purpose is.
Yeah, and you can play the space in between the vocal phrases, or you can reinforce the syllables within the vocal phrase.
Yeah.
Which is a really good place to start with like effective fills, I think.
Yeah. Are there any other kind of like techniques or tricks that you use live that you found to be really useful in your band context, like mixing in with the vocals or anything like that?
I think inform the changes, even though you might be a rehearsed band. Before choruses, you'll notice live, like, say this is the pre. Chorus, dude, informing the chorus is using the subs on stage. Like I'll do a, even though it's not in the record, I inform the band that here's the energy go.
Yeah.
Like build up or bring the fucking heat. Like let's do it. I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I create a fill or a phrase that effectively creates excitement. And a lot of that stuff isn't in the recordings. It's just it's a thing you feel with an audience that you want to reinforce, and also you want to communicate with the band without using your voice as a drummer, obviously.
I love how you're thinking about the PA and the subs and how that's going to translate.
Yeah, I think you should, right? Like, because that's really an extension of your instrument. Like these mics aren't going to nowhere.
Yeah.
So you got to think like, I go out now and I'll look at the PA we're using, I'll go, oh no.
Not like, playing that part tonight.
Yeah, because some stuff just won't work.
Yeah.
Especially if you're using a lot of tuned toms and stuff. If you're going for notes and things, that gets really effective the bigger the arenas or stadiums get.
Yeah. I also love what you said, especially for any new drummers out there or people who haven't been playing for too long. We have so much power behind the drums where if we can make our singers not have to think about where they're going next.
Exactly.
Like, we can subconsciously like make them feel at ease, or our guitar players, or...
That's what I'm saying, inform the parts. Like you want your singer to just be having an excellent time and not being confused about where they're at, because you're the anchor and the indicator for the things that happen on stage, really. So I have that relationship with my singer, Luke. He'll look back at me and he'll actually start to learn these parts I'm talking about, where he'll like slam his fist in the air or like, you know, mimic a move physically with what I'm playing on the kit. And that's really the relationship you're looking for.
Yeah, until you completely change the fill and just try to screw him over.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you've done.
No, some nights he'll look at me and be like, where was it?
Where's the fill?
Where was the thing you've been doing for 6 weeks? Now you don't do it?
You got bored.
Yeah.
Tommy gave him a new paradiddle to learn on the on the snare.
Jeez, sometimes I'm like a baby deer trying to, like, or a baby giraffe trying to walk for the first time. Because really, like, when you're on tour a lot during the day, I mean, there's not a lot of day.
Yeah.
So I just try it. I mean, try anything during the gig. I mean, that's the best way to learn. Just here we go.
High stakes. High reward.
Yeah, because the skill is recovering.
Yeah.
Like you could play anything and try, and you've heard me do that maybe 50 times today. Like you fuck something up, or, you know, try land it. Try land the trick.
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah, and people will think it's more impressive anyways.
Yeah, they'd be like, what was
grab
that?
that stick?
Was that a Terry Bozzio? Like, it's like, no, man, I just...
Just playing with one hand on purpose.
I just made several mistakes in a row. And...
let's do She Looks So Perfect.
Okay.
One of the older tracks. Yeah. Dude, there's a nasty linear fill in there. You're going down the toms, I think, into the chorus.
Yeah. So that song came about when I was trying to learn, I was trying to learn, let me try play really slowly what I was trying to learn. Because this is where the groove came from, and we recorded drums first for this song again.
Okay.
So I wanted to do that really quick, and exactly what happened now, I go, what if I just play it slow? And again, a good mistake. That became the bass for the whole track, and recorded that. And then that other fill was really the only impressive fill I knew when I made this song in 2013 or something. And it was just that double with the double.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy on the hands.
Yeah.
Sounds impressive to regular people though, for sure, that aren't drummers. They're like, what?
Yeah. Like, whoa, that's a trip.
It's kind of like, you know? It's kind of like that one.
Yeah,
Like-
like Aaron Spears vibe or Tony Royster.
Totally. I actually saw Justin Bieber live.
Yeah,
He does a drum solo.
that's right.
He got up there, ripped this. He's like, "What's up, Vancouver?" People are losing their minds. They
John
threw the
Bonham.
sticks at the end. People were mind blown, and I was like, "That's an epic fill. That's an expensive fill that you can."
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, yeah. So I started with that drum groove and then developed the song
Yeah,
from there.
nice. So at that point, what kind of stuff were you listening to? You're, I guess, 10 years ago. Is that quite different from what you're into right now?
Absolutely. I've always been into the classics, classic rock. Back then, I would have been listening to way more hardcore.
Okay.
I would have been listening to way more Slipknot.
Yeah.
I would have been discovering bands in the name of our A&R process, I think. I was listening to probably like bands like Third Eye Blind, probably for the first time. I was young, and I was also trying to listen to things that the producers we were being thrown in with had worked with. So Good
Yeah.
Charlotte and, Green Day and Blink-182 and
Yeah.
because I was working with Eric Valentine. So I started listening to All American Rejects because
Yeah.
I was also in LA for the first time. So I was discovering like all kinds of like hip hop and stuff. Hearing Slow Motion by Juvenile for the
Yeah.
first time, it's mind blowing to a young guy.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go, So I was just doing my thing and trying to, I spoke about this before, I was trying to be open-minded about the band I was in and how to make our music sound interesting.
Yeah.
I was really early on in my writing skill set.
Yeah.
So always listening to all different stuff, but really I grew out of the bands, like the bands I grew up with are the classic rock
Yeah.
groups, so.
When we were in Toronto, we were talking a little bit about drummers you were into. You mentioned Phil Collins, Don Henley, Levon Helm, like all the singing drummers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think after we did the short interview, we were leaving to the space we were in, and I heard Easy Lover just like blasting through the hallway.
Yeah.
Like Ashton's jamming to Phil. This is the greatest thing ever.
That was just inspired genius.
But what was it about the singing drummers that made you go like, I want to do that too?
I want to do both. I love singing. I've been singing longer than I've been playing drums. So, and my voice has taken a long time for me to develop. So,
Yeah.
learning how to utilize both things is really important to me. It's important to my band as well, because inevitably what's interesting about a band in the long run is their growth and how their musicianship develops. And just because you become successful doesn't mean you stop setting goals for yourself. Like that's one thing that I think a lot of people do in music. They go, I'm cool, like put the amp in the cupboard, like the drums are just down in the basement. Like it can't be like that, I don't think. And for me, a big goal is to become extremely fluent at singing and drumming at the same time, because it's hard.
Yeah.
And so that's a 40-year journey for me.
Yeah. And I look at people like, any of those drummers, but like Phil, for example, like what a career of prog music to mainstream pop and crazy vocals and talk about a career progression, someone who didn't stop at, oh, I'm good at this, I'm just gonna cash out, or I'm gonna just maintain where I'm at right now. It was 40 or 50 years of progression. So what about other drummers like, I think of like Bron Daler from Mastodon or Aaron Gillespie, Under Oath, The Rev, Avenged?
These guys are so advanced that I don't know if, what I do is totally different to what they're experienced technicians that have been, working on the dexterity for so long.
Yeah.
And there's so many ways to articulate drumming as a language. Those guys, it's almost like if I were going to battle, I'd want them to be on the kit.
Yeah.
But I listen to that stuff, and that's where I'd like to advance into. It's difficult technically.
Yeah.
And I just admire all of those guys.
Yeah.
yeah, what else can I say? They're a different level.
The breed of singing drummers is that you're a part of is
Yeah.
that's another
Yeah.
another level of just playing drums. Then there's singing and playing.
I know, and it's so far along their skill sets. Like I was watching the Mastodon dude, and it's extremely impressive.
Yeah.
It's extremely impressive. And he's just in his like blue Vans with his shorts on, rocking.
Yeah, I asked him about what his process is. He's like, oh, I wake up in the morning, go down, have a coffee, and some early morning, I think he said shredding brutality is how he starts his days.
Oh my gosh.
Early morning shredding brutality.
Yeah, see,
Go Braun.
different guys.
Yeah.
You know, if I were to sit down with a kit in the morning, like what I'm working on is the opposite of like brutality. I'm working on like delicacy.
Yeah.
Because I hit too hard. So, you know, often when I go into studios now, especially for my solo stuff or the band stuff, it's more about how I'm playing in the studio. And hitting softer gets a better result in my opinion, usually. Especially for the tonality of the drums. So I'm sitting down and I'm seeing if I can get my velocity out with a lighter touch. I need to train backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the beauty of playing drums, like
Yeah.
that you can have this entire arc or spectrum of players, and what's best or what someone else is working on is the opposite of what someone else is working on, and you can fit anywhere on that spectrum.
Yeah.
It's the best thing.
And the drummers I'm admiring now are just the ones that sit down and play pocket without a speed bump, you know?
Yeah.
They just lay it in so perfectly. And that's because I'm a drummer for pop and contemporary, you know?
Yeah.
Just want to hold it down, fortified as possible.
Yeah. I think I may have said this to you earlier, but I think a lot of pop drummers, they get pigeonholed into, oh, this is what you play, this is your lane, and they never go outside of that. But even just in the last, 40 minutes, the amount of drummers and styles and bands that you even just mentioned in passing, from Ian Pace to Stewart, to Phil and Levon, Brondaler, it goes to show like you're not just a pop drummer. And we're going to hear that in some of the upcoming tracks too. But I think that's
I mean,
thing.
I'm just a drum fan. Like in Australia, I don't know if you have the magazine here. It's called Drum Scene.
I heard of it.
Drum Scene was like, I would steal a drum scene from like a newsagent back in the day. Absolute thug. Like I just needed it. I needed to know. I needed that little Hudson Music DVD. That was like the Bible for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to discover guys like Greg Bissonette. I got to discover guys like Rodney Holmes.
Yeah.
And I would sit there and watch those guys, and that was the most impressive playing I'd ever seen. And that stuff, I remember saying to my stepdad, I would love to be a professional drummer, and I don't think he was like,
are you sure?
He's like, he's a drummer too. He's like, yeah, me too, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
come set up my drums.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, that's where it started. Just be a fan of it, you know?
Yeah. I think you told me you were setting up his drums when you were like 6 years old or something?
I started as a roadie, pretty young roadie.
Okay.
I was about 9.
Okay.
And I would set his drums up at the gig, his gigs. He was in a cover band called Southbound.
Yeah.
White Slingerland kit, really nice playing. Can I play his main beat?
Yeah, of course.
His main thing.
Some Uncle Neil?
Yeah, he would play that in every song. Like,
amazing.
Like, that was his thing. And when he would whip that out, I'd be like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
He's throwing down, look out.
Should have moved to Canada. You'd be right at home.
Ping, ping, ping,
All us
ping,
Rush
ping.
fans.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how I started. You know, timely shirt. I got to finally, he goes, well, if you set up my drums, pack down the drums, put them in the car, I'll go get beer.
Yeah.
You can play Danny California at the end.
Oh, nice.
So that would be like prime time for Ash.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Nice, man. Let's do another track. This is one of my favorites off the new record, The Canyon.
Oh, yeah.
When the light has gone away
There's definitely some Police in there.
There's Police. You know what the main influence was when there's a band called 10cc.
Yeah.
And they have a song called Dreadlock Holiday.
Okay.
Have you ever heard that song?
Not the song.
Huge Australian vacation anthem.
Okay.
I live in California, so I was smoking a fair bit of weed.
Yeah.
And when I wrote this song, it was like really feeling the dub. I was listening to a lot of like King Tubby and stuff. And dub, people that play dub on drums, reggae and stuff, I actually am a huge fan of them. Like, you'll catch me on my Instagram, like watching guys that play that stuff, I think, because it's just pretty removed from where I began.
Yeah.
When I was writing that song, I was trying to do a bit of a Police thing, obviously, bit of a shuffle, kind of interesting, kind of rim shot kind of thing, and then trying to get more soulful with my vocal. So yeah, that's how it turned out. I mean, just a testament to experimenting with genres, like just always see what interesting DNA you can crisscross. Yeah.
I mean, even just in the intro, the first verse, like some of the hi-hat cross-stick stuff, I think of Walking on the Moon or
Totally.
Blanc or...
It's just fun drummer stuff.
Yeah.
I can provide that, but I'm an asshole, so I'm probably gonna not provide that and gonna do something else.
And that's why everyone loves Stuart Copeland.
Except for the band.
When I'm recording, whatever I haven't perfected or I'm working on, I just throw it in my songs. Like, I'm not really too particular.
Yeah.
Because whatever beats I'm attracted to, I pay attention as a pop songwriter, because that's what I want to hear at the moment. So I pay a lot of attention to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's move on to, we have one more song from your solo record, Rebel at Heart.
Yeah.
What can we expect in this one?
This has a little bit of that MJ kind of thing with the kick, but it also has like a Golden Earring, Twilight Zone thing. You can look that song up. Amazing song. But it's also me playing around with the ghost notes of working with a delay. Nice. So that's really fun for me. I love doing that these days. I love playing along with delays.
Yeah.
It's really like a pretty awesome extension of your playing. Yeah.
Nice. Let's hear it. Yeah. Dude, want to be starting something. That kick pattern.
Yeah, it's like Lazy Man's want to be starting something. It's like. What's his one? His is nicer.
Yeah, I think Moffat said he's a drum machine, and when he had to learn that or something, he's like, "Yeah, there's so many layers that I just learned all the layers separately." This non-human drum part.
That footage of him playing that stuff, his right foot is
crazy.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So good, but yeah, just experimenting with rhythms again.
Yeah.
That's the thing about pop is. Think of your favorite rhythm and redevelop it. Like, there's nothing wrong with association.
And it brings like, with the doubles on the kick, it brings like a sense of like forward motion to the track.
It does,
where you're always leading into that next part.
And then again, songwriting with your skill set. Like one of my main skill sets on a drum kit is my right foot.
Yeah.
Or the doubles I can do or whatever.
Can you actually just show us?
Yeah, check this technique out.
I was talking about this earlier with Ash. I'm like, your foot technique is messed up, man. You're so fast.
It is messed up, but it's actually technically messed up as well.
There we go. Hey, if it works, it works.
Swiveling. I'll tell you what I'm doing wrong.
Sure.
Leaning into the skin.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but really good guys. I mean, they're not, because you get that full body tone of the kick drum. It chokes it out. So you're not really using the tonality of the kick drum. So for the people who are just starting on their kick journey, don't make the same mistake I did. I'm like digging a hole in this thing.
Hey, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with burying the beater.
But maybe, bury that beater. I just play like that. I didn't know any better, and now here I am.
Yeah, you made it.
But the swivel is good, and also never skip leg day.
There you go.
And then you'll get a really nasty little right foot. I love my right foot. Just want me to play something?
Yeah, please.
Okay. But that comes from my stepdad. He goes, you can't have a double kick. You just have to play it with one foot.
And that's it. No reason. Just
what he said. I mean, the reason was a DW 5000 double kick is expensive.
Yeah, it is.
But he was like, look, man, if Bonham can do it, you probably can't do it. But he told me to just get on with it with one kick. So.
Yeah. And if you try it on a 26-inch bass drum, you really can't do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my favorite part of a drum kit.
Crazy, man. Like, you're going like the whole half spectrum on there.
I know.
It's nasty.
It's messy. But, good result sometimes. If I'm warmed up, it gets real nasty.
Yeah. Love it. Dude, we're almost at the end. But I'm curious, you just turned 30.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, I'd say that's a good thing. You're wiser.
I feel I hope so.
So you're at this next stage of your career, of your life. Like, what would be some things that as a drummer and as an artist, what are you looking forward to? What do you want to accomplish in this next kind of phase of your career?
I said to myself when I first joined the band, I just wanted to make as much music as I could.
Yeah.
So I spent my whole 20s just making albums in any capacity, like co-writing with other people or with the band or for myself. I want to keep doing that. I'd love to play with other people. I'd love to play more.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of following a music path is I was hoping to get to 30 and not like hate everything. Because I said to myself, well, if you don't do this, you probably won't be so stoked.
Yeah.
So the only thing I can say is I want to keep doing what I've been doing.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Yeah.
Nice. Love it. And to anyone who is just starting out playing drums, I'm sure there's a lot of fans of your solo project and fans of 5 Seconds of Summer who are going to be watching this.
Yeah.
Who probably, like I said earlier, watch you play on stage and in videos all the time, but they've never actually sat down and tried playing drums.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to people who are maybe on the fence about playing an instrument or playing drums? where this is what you do for your life?
The first thing I thought of is kind of brutal.
What's that?
Don't accept being in the room as a musician with people that don't care. Because there's plenty of people out there that want to make good music or tour and make a life for themselves within music.
Yeah.
And it's only the people that only have doubt that probably won't. You know, like you have to go searching for the people that have optimistic attitudes towards surviving as a musician.
Yeah.
And you got to try link up with them and support each other, because the way you succeed in music is by like collaborating on every level. Not many people just do it all on their own, and the way you get better is by playing with other people that want to get better too. So that's really all I would say.
Nice.
Yeah.
Would you recommend people play drums? Or have they failed you?
Without the drums, I'd be an empty man. It is, I think, a little bit of old man wisdom. It is my hammer.
Yeah.
It's my sword. It's my skill.
Yeah.
Sloppy as I may be at times, that's part of it. It's an amazing thing to hone in. If you're looking for something to grasp onto in your life, and it will develop forever. You'll never reach an end goal, or no one will ever pat you on the back and say, "Nice one, you're the best."
Yeah.
Like,
Because there's always Vinny Colaiuta.
there's always and there's always some guy on his MIDI keyboard making up parts that sounds crazy. But yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah. Love it, man. It's great advice.
Cool, dude.
Well, we're at the end. We've got one more track. Ash, this has been awesome. So glad we could do this, and so cool sitting beside you, watching you play these songs. And
thank you.
Go check out the record. If you've liked any of the music Ash has played, go support him. Whether you end up playing more shows or not, just go listen to the record. And I'm sure you guys are going to be touring soon with 5 Seconds of Summer. Probably next year. Who knows?
Always. Can't stop us, man. We're on a roll. Yeah.
Yeah, the show is unreal. Ashton's a beast. You even have like some drum solo moments on the big screen and stuff. So.
There'll be more of that after this. I mean, my whole band watched Drumeo, so you're doing me a favor. They're like, "You're gonna be on Drumeo?"
Yes. That's right.
Yeah.
Getting tortured by me, so it wasn't that bad though.
It's good for me.
Yeah, good.
It's good for me. Thank you.
And lastly, if you're watching and you've never played drums before, we'd love to help you. There's a link down below, and we'd love to help you out, get started playing the drums. So we're gonna close out with Youngblood, a banger.
Cool.
And you have a really cool live drum part to this, I remember from last year.
Yes.
Tears for Fears kind of vibes.
Tears for Fears mixed with like a blues shuffle thing.
Yeah.
Like a Lagrange, like ZZ Top thing in there that I try play. Like, say for instance, if you're in a pop band and the pop records don't have as much live influence, it's your job as the drummer to make them exciting in a live arena. So what I try to do on this one is spice it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well,
needs it.
Take it away.
Okay, cool.
Remember the words you told me, love me till the day I die. Surrender my everything, cause you made me believe you're mine. Yeah, you used to call me baby, now you're calling me by name. Takes one to know one, yeah, you beat me at my own damn game. You pushing, I'm pulling away from you. I give and you take, giving you take. Young blood, so you want me, out of your life, and I'm just a dead man walking tonight. But you need it, yeah, you need it, all of this time, yeah. Young blood, so you want me, back in your life, so I'm just a dead man calling tonight. 'Cause I need it, yeah, I need it, all of this time, yeah. us goodbye. One of us gets too drunk and calls about 100 times. So who we been calling, baby?